let us discover how to make a narcissist panic and thus break the wound cycle. Because here is the truth, my friend. You are tired. You've been hoping that they will change for so long, and it just doesn't happen. It doesn't work. They are not going to change. They're not going to start treating you better. And eventually, somebody needs to break that wound cycle. You cannot help and you cannot save somebody who isn't looking to be saved. And truth be told, most narcissists are just like that. So if you're in a situation like that and you feel on the edge of not tolerating this kind of relationship dynamics any longer, stay with me until the end of the video, because what you will learn, the phrase you learn and you can start applying and sharing, telling to the narcissist, will actually help you eradicate this kind of relationship dynamics from your life. And you'll find the video tremendously valuable. So that being the case, let's directly get into the topic. Hey there, I am Daniel, a relationship alignment coach and a creator of the Soulful Relationships Experience. It's a one-on-one coaching program that helps you completely eradicate any toxic, codependent, narcissistic power struggle relationship dynamics with everybody in your life. Friends, family, colleagues at work, your boss, your spouse, your life, your husband, whoever that narcissistic person is, and align yourself, align your relationships to that stage in your life, that place in your life in which you're surrounded only with people who support and lift you up. This is the purpose of this program. So if you're curious what that is, and if you want to know how you can not tolerate narcissistic relationships any longer, you can always schedule your free relationship alignment session in the description below. Now, that being the case, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a really powerful question that maybe it might trigger you a little, okay? So I just want to warn you that it might have a similar effect on you. So I want to ask you, what would happen if you stop blaming the person who is blaming you? What if you had the courage to stop blaming people who are blaming you? Because we all know how narcissists behave, right? We all know how they're working. Like, they're gaslighting, they're manipulating, they want to have control over you, they want to have control over your friends, they want to just project all their fears and wounds onto you because they're not willing to take responsibility of them. And you also know that you're decent, you're kind-hearted, you're really loving, genuine, and we really care for the feelings of others. And so if you care for the feelings of others, and if you are trying to save a narcissistic person, you are genuinely believing in them, and you've been feeling hurt that they were not treating you the way you're treating them. And so when they are projecting onto you, when they're gaslighting you, when they're using all their manipulation tactics, and you hope that they will change, and they don't change, and then you also start blaming them that they have been the one victimizing you, right? So they are the perpetrator to your victimhood. But what if you stop doing that? Let us contemplate for a moment. What if you stopped blaming the person who is blaming you, no matter who that is? What would happen? It's an interesting idea, isn't it? Because the topic of this video is how to make a narcissist panic. And in a moment, I'll share with you a phrase, a really powerful phrase that you can only say to a narcissist if you've embarked, if you've committed on the healing journey, if you've started working on self-forgiveness, self-acceptance, and setting boundaries, and expressing your needs and feelings clearly, understanding that some people are just not on the level to understand you, and maybe you need to let go of some narcissistic people from your life. So this powerful phrase, my friend, I highly suggest that you take it and actually start using it, start saying it to narcissists, because it will help you take your power back. And in response to that, it will make the narcissist panic. So make sure that you're safe, like you're physically safe. You're in a position in which you can do that. And don't risk it. Like, if that's not the case, maybe you want to check out the no contact video of how you can go no contact with a narcissist I have, and I'll put it in the description. But so now, what is this phrase? Well, what if you said the narcissist, whenever they are gaslighting, whenever they are blaming you, whenever they are projecting their fears onto you, and they're not willing to take responsibility, and so they're just trying to project, give all the responsibility to their own inward emptiness to you. And so let's say you are tolerating that for a while, like in your life already, and you are tired of it. What you can say to this narcissistic person, and you need to feel it genuinely, is you can say something like, I am sorry that your unhappiness makes you treat me that way. Because most narcissistic people, they are really unhappy that they cannot connect to others. Because think about it this way. How can somebody who only has the intention to be the only one who benefits from a relationship, who has always a agenda in the back of their mind to get something out of the other person? This is what narcissists do, right? So how would they, are they really connected to people? Do they have emotional depth and connectedness? And are they able to share vulnerably how they feel? No, they're really lonely and they're really unhappy on the inside. They're trying to fill that hole within them by manipulating others, which obviously doesn't work. And so what if you said the next time a narcissistic person, it could be your ex-boyfriend, it could be your wife, it could be whoever, it could be a boss in your job, it could be a colleague, it could be a friend, no matter who that is exactly. But what if you told them next time they were projecting onto you, what if you told them, I am truly sorry that your unhappiness makes you treat me that way? And then you hold on to that idea, because they will panic. The response they have is that they will panic. They will say something like, you're dramatizing, what the fuck, I'm not doing that. It's like they will try to protect themselves, they will try to justify, they will try to come up with any what was this word, come up with any form of defense mechanism to not take responsibility. But what if you still hold it on that idea? I am truly sorry that your unhappiness makes you treat me like that. And you do not blame them. You do not perpetuate the wound cycle. Because if you blame them, this cycle continues, and you would continuously be in a relationship with a narcissist, and I'm sure you're tired of it. So eventually this has to end at some time, at some point. So what if you said something like that? And now I know what most people will think and what probably passes through your mind. Well, if I say something like that, if I allow myself to forgive a narcissist, right? And because this is what this phrase assumes. So I know what a lot of people will think. And they'll think, I have written it down, by the way. And they'll think, wouldn't this just let me justify and tolerate an unacceptable behavior, right? So because most of the empaths who have been hurt by narcissists, they almost feel that it's unfair for something like that to happen in their life. But another thing that you might be afraid to admit, and it's been really hard for me, is that if you're attracting emotionally unavailable partners, which is most narcissists, right? They're not emotionally available. So this means, and this is only a reflection of the fact that maybe you're not emotionally available to your own self, that maybe part of you is looking to be saved. And if you can be so good, so decent to another, so caring, if you can compensate a lot of your values and limits and boundaries for another, and you show them that you're here for them, eventually they will recognize you for your decent heart and they will change. But in a way, you're abandoning yourself by doing that. So what if you didn't do that? And I know, this phrase, again, it's like asking this question, wouldn't this just let me justify and tolerate an unacceptable behavior? But no, my friend, now, if you continuously say that phrase, I am sorry that your unhappiness makes you treat me that way, because only unhappy people want to blame others, judge them, project onto them, gaslight them, so on and so forth. And narcissists are truly unhappy people in their hearts, in their souls. And so if you said something like that, and now if you're wondering, couldn't this just let me justify and tolerate an unacceptable behavior? Well, No, it actually helps you break the wound cycle, and somebody has to do that. And that's why I told you in the beginning of this video, you can only say that genuinely if you decided, if you've embarked on your healing journey, if you've decided to forgive yourself, to like accept yourself the way you are, give yourself the love that you deserve, that the narcissist is not giving you. Because maybe you've become dependent on them if you were seeking that love from them. They might love bomb you for a while, for sure, but that's not genuine love, right? So what if you broke that wound cycle? And would that mean that you're tolerating an unacceptable behavior? No, because with forgiveness of the narcissist, that they're really an unconscious being that's not willing to look deep within their own fears. Forgive your own naivety for trusting such kind of a person, and forgive your own own sense of like criticizing yourself for being attracted to this kind of person. Now, what comes with that naturally, spontaneously, is the development, the acceptance of healthy boundaries. And so now you're able to discern who are the people whom we can trust and whom you can rely on, and who are the people who are just not ready for that. So no, it doesn't mean that you will tolerate an unaccepted behavior. But through blaming the narcissist, well, in fact, what you're doing is you're tolerating an unaccepted behavior. You're assuming on the inside that you can be hurt. And saying that you can be hurt, it's like you try to build these walls, these shields in front of you, so that you don't attract a similar person in your life again, a narcissistic person in your life again. And you're always looking for these red flags, right? Which it's like what you're focused on, you attract. While instead, if you forgive a narcissist, and if you forgive yourself for trusting one, because all of us at some point in our life, we are naive, and that's okay. And then you decide to break the wound cycle. What happens next is that you develop healthy boundaries. Automatically, it happens by itself, naturally. Through forgiveness, you understand that, okay, I cannot extend my heart and I cannot open my heart to people who are not willing to also open their hearts. I can do it, but I'm not willing to tolerate their destructive behavior, their destructive way of treating me. No, that's why I have boundaries. I can love them from distance, and that's okay. I can forgive them for what they have done to me, but I'm not willing to tolerate them in my life. And so healthy boundaries are a natural response to forgiveness. So again, like the purpose of this video mostly is to basically, again, and I'll ask you this question again, what would happen? And it deserves some contemplation. Take some time to contemplate it. What would happen if I have the courage to not blame people who blame me and who project onto me? Try it, my friend. Like, just ask yourself this question consistently, and maybe say this phrase that I was talking about. I'm truly sorry that your unhappiness makes you treat me that way. And you'll see what happens. And the narcissist will panic, and then you will start the process of breaking that wound cycle. Now, another thing I wanted to share, now if this is something you already started and you're in the process of like understanding, discovering what are your boundaries, you can check out in the description. I have a free asset you can try. It's like a 3-question healthy boundary framework. It's a 3-page document that will guide you through a really powerful process with which you can discover your boundaries and embody them, accept them, and start communicating them with the narcissistic people in your life. And other than that, now that you've finished this video, I would guide you to another video I have in which you understand, you'll see 10 practices you can try and you can develop to start becoming emotionally available for yourself, so that you don't tolerate narcissistic relationships any longer. You can check out this video here. I'll attach it in the end screen. And this was everything I wanted to share in this video. So if you found it valuable, and I trust you did, because you're in the process of healing, if you found it valuable, like it, comment down below. Let me know what's your experience with narcissists. And if you want to connect on a one-on-one call in which we can create a personalized strategy on how you can completely eradicate this kind of relationships in your life just in the next 3 to 4 months, you can always schedule your free relationship alignment call in the descriptions below. That being the case, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me until the end. I love you, my friend. You deserve better. You deserve better. Your healing awaits. Thank you so much, I'll see you around in the channel. Bye bye for now. Enjoy your day.